Well, hello, 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 everybody. How are you? It is Monday, and we have another video today where we're going to be reviewing some of the new product more in depth. We've got 4 bundles we're going to look at today. That'll leave us one bundle and a bunch of individual stamp sets. But before we get started with all of that, this is Harmony Stamps with Michelle. And I'm Michelle Barnes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I live here in Pueblo, Colorado, where I am coming to you from. I do have in person classes as well as these online classes, and would love to have you come check us out. So, every month I do a set of make and takes. It's a free with purchase card class. And this is this month's card class for the entire month of May when you use the host code that's on your screen and in the description below you will be able to get the make and takes to make 2 each of these 3 cards. And that means all of the paper, all of the die cuts, and all of the embellishments needed to make 2 each of these 3 cards. When you make a purchase using that host code of $35 or more before shipping and taxes. If your order happens to go to 50 or more, then obviously I'm also going to, well, not obviously, I'm going to also give you an additional full-sized embellishment. And as long as the ones that go with this suite are available, it will be those embellishments. Okay, so there is a link, like I said, in the description below as well. I'm going to remove our lovely little banner, and then I'm going to take these away, and now we will go ahead and get started. We're going to start today with the Keeping Tabs bundle, which I temporarily have misplaced the punch, but there is a punch that does this exact same thing, and then of course there's this die, and I'm going to get out my little sheet, and I did go ahead and pre-punch and stamp the 3 tabs. So you have these tabs, right? It's a single stamp, and then you would fold it over, and one side is very decorative, the other side is a little decorative, and space for you to write or put a label posted on it. And so they work quite well. And then, of course, you would tape them onto your thing. These will be perfect for our new catalog to categorize and tab the specific spots that you want to look at. All right, I also need to keep this open and available for cleaning and putting away because I've got quite a few to go through today, so I want to make sure that we get it good. So I'm just going to stamp these on our basic white cardstock here. I'm using Petunia Pop, and that's the other reason I want to get it cleaned right away. Now, what did I do with? There it is. My Stampin' Chamois. So that's the first one. Let's clean that and drop it back on here. Nice. And then we'll do our stripes. Right there. Beautiful. Oops. I have to get it better clean. Come on. Those little bits of stripes really like to hold the ink when the ink pads are juicy. All right, there we go. And then our floral, which let's see, is it? No, it's not going to fit there, so we'll do it down below. And right here. Very pretty. I love these. I'm definitely looking forward to using them on a variety of things. So when I get my papers into their containers and stuff, this would be a nice way to also label them for me. All right, push that over there. And then I have, let's see, This one says, congratulations. I like that one. That's a fun font. I'll put that down. And this one says, happy birthday. This stamped really nicely. I'm really liking how that's coming out on the paper. Makes me happy. All right, this says, thank you. And there's our little thank you. This one is going to go below. So this one says, me and you. Oh, it says menu. Huh? How funny. Menu. Oops. That's funny. All right, let's put that one away. And then we'll go ahead and do this one, which says, hello, friend. Just like that. That one I used on one of our make and take cards. All right, then I'm going to get the rest of the stamps and see if I can't just load them onto one and make a go of it that way. So this is just a heart with some framing dots. This says happy birthday. And it's sticking to my thinners. So I'm like, no. And then this one says with sympathy. This one says my list. All right. This one says for you. And then I'll just put these two on there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this big guy. And we'll just do all of them in one go. Just like so. Yeah, I like that. Those are good. All right, oops, clean. And put them away. This one is with sympathy. For you, right? Yes. There. And here's our little heart with dotted lines, our happy birthday, and our my list. Oh, I have the my list and the for you mixed up. Oops. There's that. And there is that. All right. And then we have notes, but it was a little curved, which is something you can do intentionally with photopolymer stamps, but I wanted it straight for this application. Okay. And then to do, because you know, to-do lists are a thing. I need to apologize if my phone starts making any noise. Unfortunately, I was a little too quick on the go live and I forgot to silence it. All right, so this is all of the stamps with this stamp set. And of course, these are the die cuts and or punched out things. And you can have those coordinate quite lovely with these three stamps. That is our first bundle called Keeping Tabs. Our next bundle is going to be labeled with love. And again, there's a punch that goes with this. You can either choose the punch or the dies, but this one has 3 dies, which actually makes it unique as well. And I actually have the punch and the dies for both, but as I said, I'm currently missing the punches. I know they're here, I'm just not sure where they're at. But so I pre-stamped this image and then die cut it. And that is the label, sorry, the label framing outline, and that's right here. So we're going to put that on our basic white cardstock. And again, since we have 4, I need to clean as I go. All right, there is a lot of fun little images here, so I'm going to do the images first, and let's see. I guess we'll do that stamped off, and these can go full. And then this is a 2-stepper. And then we have some dots, and then we have sentiments. So I'm going to put those over there. I'm going to pick, I know what that is, and I need to turn that off somehow. Go away, thank you. All right. So I need something I can do a stamp off with. There we go. I can stamp off with this. All right, so I'm going to fully dip that in ink, stamp it off once, and place it down. Okay. Now you can use that straight, but you can also do it what I'm doing right now. So I'm taking the outlined bits in the same ink, but full strength. And look at that. That is beautiful. You could also do different colors. You don't have to do the same color with the stamp off method. All right, everything else image wise, let's do that there and that there. And yeah, let's go ahead and do those there and that there. And I think I can pick all of that up with this one block. Yay! However, there's so many, I'm going to do it the opposite way. And, you know, once you've used it a bit, it's going to hold the ink a little bit better. There we go. Nice. Oops, I may have done those flowers in the wrong direction. We'll find out. I'll keep them out just in case I need to. But I'll put the others away. Let's get this, and I have some Shy Shamrock right here. There it is. Yep, I'm pretty sure I did those in the wrong direction. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put our leaves there. And then we're going to look at how this is supposed to line up in here. Oops, sorry. That's how it's supposed to go. All right. So there's little stems that you're basically lining things up to hit or close to hit. I put this away so I don't end up with ink everywhere. And that's how it looks with the 2-stamp. Now, obviously, when I can put my head fully over it, I would get my alignment better. There we go. All right, so those are the images. Now we're going to get our sentiments. And this is enjoy today. Happy birthday. To and from. I'll do that one last. Thanks, friend. And just for you. And I feel like I can once again grab them all. Not quite. Let me see if I do that, if that'll work. There we go. Ha ha ha. Full grab. That's what we were looking for. And now I'm going to, again, take the ink pad to the block. And then we're going to line her up good with our stuff. There we go. And lace it down. Nice. Now this is the stamps that we used to create our in color sampler page, and when we were at On Stage, but we only used the butterfly, the present, and maybe the flowers. I'm not sure. Oh, the little packages too, if I remember correctly. And it was just the detail butterfly, not the color bit. All right, everything else came clean pretty good. So there's our happy birthday. There's our other thing. And then we just have one more stamp in this set. Put that over there for the moment. And this is You Are Loved. I'm just going to put it right there. Oof, I like that one with the flower on the top and the bottom. Definitely can see myself using this one, and it'll work, in a vertical here with this stamp. Whereas these, this will work also vertical with that stamp, and this will go horizontal. So I am definitely seeing myself using this stamp set a lot over the next year, maybe longer if they do carry it over. So once again, here are this label thing, and it's already been, in this case, die cut, but if you get the punch will cut them out just fine as well. And there's a closer look at our images, pre-stamped, all for you. Pretty, pretty. Let me get the right cover here. One moment. And so that's 2 of our bundles today. Let me set that one right there because I want to get it back. And then we're going to look at the Inspiring Snapdragons. And it has these lovely dies. So we have these cut out the stamped images, these cut out detailed images, die cut, and then these are stems and or grass pieces that are die cut. And look at that. Something happened to the white paper I had in here for this. Guess it's a good thing I have more prepared. There we go. This is the die cut, so I did pre-stamp the 5 images that the dies cut out. So the 2 dragonflies and the 3 sizes of the snapdragons. And then these are the grass slash stems. I've seen cards, examples from Stampin' Up that use them in both ways. Leaves, grass, whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, these are the details of the snapdragons. All right, so now we're going to, I have some of these preloaded. And we're just going to go ahead and ink this up and look at how they stamp on some basic white. So these are going to be a bit watercolorish, you know, so you're going to have some varying differences with the ink on them. That is intentional. It gives it the more artistic look. Sorry, it's edges are grabbing up a lot of that extra ink. There we go. Okay, then we'll do the next size of Snapdragons right there. And as you can see, different areas are going to be lighter colored than on the other one, just to give you, again, that look like an actual artist is putting this together, because you are an actual artist. And then our small one. Nice. All right. And where did I do? There's one of them. Where's the other one? One moment. I had the other dragonfly. There it is. Let's see. Where's my other inks? Well, let's just use the pretty peacock since it's sitting here for our dragonflies. I'm thinking maybe with some Wink of Stella and the right kind of shade of blue, you know, that you can simulate dragonflies, but it also is that, you know, distinctive look where it's shaded for you. You don't have to do all of the figuring out of how to make it look like an artist rendering. And then our other dragonfly. It's a little dark for what dragonflies are, I think, but still, I would love to get an electric blue kind of shade with it. And then all of the rest of the items are sentiments in this stamp set. Let's go ahead and put that away. And wishing you strength. Go right there. And then so sorry. Can fit right there. And that is good enough for this one stamp block. Flip it over and bring the ink pad to the stamps instead of the other way around. And this is still a fairly juicy pad too, so let's just go ahead and stamp it. Press. No rocking. And look at that. Very nice. So very big statements, you know, which is very important when, especially if it's a sympathy card or, you know, somebody who's struggling with something, whether it's, you know, a serious health diagnosis or something else. So these are going to be very good sentiments to have in your collection. Getting those ink off the ends and edges. Ugh, there we go. And then we have splotchy dots. Just put those right there. There we go. And we will do Inspired by You. And since this is a good size just for the ink pad, I'm going to go ahead and do that way. And then Inspired by You. Nice. I really like that. Of course, I would love to know what you think. Looks like I have 2 viewers on right now. Get these clean and put away, and then I will give you a closer look at our image that have been stamped and our dies that go with it again. And then we will play with our last bundle, and I'm saving the best for last. And actually, I think I said it when I did the unboxing, but the main reason I got this set was for the dragonflies, but I really like those sentiments and fonts as well. All right, so here's a closer look at these stamped images. Again, we have the Snapdragons. You can do them in whatever color you want or a multitude of colors. And then we have the 2 dragonflies, one like looking down as it's flying, like over a pond, and the other if it's a little more on eye level from peripheral view, or not peripheral, but profile. There we go. And then, of course, our splotches are wishing you strength, so sorry, and inspired by you. These 4 images or 5 images can be die cut as well. So you'd stamp them and die cut them. Or you can just die cut the hollyhocks, and these will layer on top. So this layers on top of that, this layers on top of that, and that will layer on top of that. And then, of course, we have I've seen them used as stems. I've also seen them used as extra little leaves that are coming up alongside the snapdragons. Okay, now our next set is Round We Go, and it is actually a complex but fun set. Okay, so this die, in order to get a round ribbony thing, you need to do 2 for 1 circle. Okay, then these obviously cut a scallop circle, and these cut this is rounded pinwheel, and this is angular pinwheel. These cut circles, and these 2 right here only cut the little holes. So 2 circles of little holes, right? So you could use this die and that die to create a specific look. And you could do the same with this as well. This will cut a full circle and emboss that starburst as well. And I will show you that because I did play with them a bit. And it was a little complicated, but we got it done. All right, so first, these are not glued down yet, but I went ahead and die cut the circles, and so we can layer these little dots with it and then have a different color paper underneath. So if we were to do it that way, and this is why I didn't glue them down, you could have a whole interesting look that way by having a third color coming through that way with that pattern. And then, of course, that leaves you with these awesome extra elements, which can be, again, multiple colors, and you can layer them on top of each other to create flowers, starburst, all kinds of fun things. And then this is that one die that, like I said, cuts the circle and embosses that starburst in it. And then these are the 2 ones that cut the circle of dots, basically, which again you can do inside the scallop layers or just having an element on your card layer. Okay. Then at first I tried to do this with cardstock. I don't recommend cardstock. It's not thin and light enough. And, I would definitely recommend using tear and tape or Seal Plus. You need some serious strength, especially if you're going to try doing it with cardstock, because you're going to have to, accordion fold all of them and get it all twisted and turned around. And like I said, it was just really difficult with the cardstock. So I took our corner side in designer series paper that was in the annual catalog last year and is still in the annual catalog this year. There actually are 2, and you can see the difference in bulk, which is why the cardstock is not working as well. And I've already, again, pre-glued the 2 pieces together. But as you can see, when you get it all hooked up, and again, this I haven't put it all together because it's easier to kind of explain things to you, and then getting it glued together is also going to be a bit of a challenge. Come on, got to get it squished enough to make it do its thing, and then spread out at the same time. Ah, come on, you can do it. So there we go. That is how it would look once you get it glued together. So you would pre-put your glue on it. And then again, you want to use really, really good glue. The seal is not enough once you have both sides attached. And then you would squish it and flatten it, and then you could do either side to get a interesting look. But doing it with this is not going to be mailable because it'll get crushed, and you don't want that. All right, I'm going to put those aside, and I'm going to get our stamps and our paper, designer series paper, and then we're going to stamp these out. All right. Healing up. So you can get that look with stamps as well as with paper. And so in this case, the little die cut is the rounded edges, and the bigger one is the angular edges. And for the stamps, it's the opposite. And they are different sizes. And then we also have our circles. So let's get the little guys. I am so sad that they discontinued some of my favorite stamping blocks, but it is what it is. We will survive. And is all the rest of it? Nope, here's another thing that's basically an image. There we go. Oh my goodness, we're just throwing everything all around. You know me, I like to do that. Let me look at the front here and make sure I'm not missing something. What is this? Oh, it's just the two. Okay, so in this case, the to and from aren't on a single stamp. All right, so maybe we'll play a little extra with this set today because it there's a lot of fun things you can do with this. Okay, so there's one and two, and let's get our little starry things, right? Yay. And our little stripy things. Let's do that right there. And then our circles. So let's do the circles in the, I guess, pretty peacock. Yes, I'm now missing the shy shamrock again. All right, so we'll take the small circle and we'll put it inside this. Oh, there. Wow. There. And then we'll take the larger circle and we'll just make sure we get a much better contact across the board when we put it down. That's because I haven't primed these and prepped them. That's why it's doing that. All right, so there's that. And those are the images. So now let's play with our words. Let me see. That says year. This says happiest birthday. Okay. This says this is yours. I'm going to put that over there for now. This is day. And this is month. This is to you. This is to. And from. All right. And then we have time to celebrate. Let's put that there. And we have happy birthday. day. Let's put that there. And hip hip hooray. Let's move that over a bit and put that there. Get our big block again. Put this ink away for the moment. Pull this up and bring our ink pad to the stamps. Press down, no rocking. Nice. So now we have, let's do it in the opposite direction. This is your day, year, or month, year. All right. Let's see if I can get all of that on one go. Nope, I can't, but that's okay. I can get these 3 in one go. I don't even need them to be that separated. So let's get them a little bit closer. And now I can get year on there. Let me make sure I'm getting it in the right direction. Nope, I didn't. Of course not. Why would I do that? There we go. All right, so there's that. And to you, to, and from. Let's pick those 2 up first. There we go. And this one above. All right. There we go. That is how they stamp out. But like I said, we're going to do a little bit of play on the back of this to show you some other techniques, I guess. But this is definitely going to require cleaning between. So we'll start with this guy in that shade, and then we will grab our other one and do the same. Make sure we get enough ink on it. There we go. Now I need to clean these guys. Let's go ahead and do our pretty peacock centers. Okay, and okay, let's do Summer Splash. Okay, so now that we have it here already, we can go to the blank bits. Turn it so we go to the blank bits, line it up as good as we can, drop it down, and look at that. That is awesome and cool. You can do this with all kinds of, triad color combinations. And you can use the, towards the back of the catalog, we have our color wheel and explains color theory and all of that fun stuff. And again, towards the end of the year, we're going to have the ability for you to purchase a color wheel that will actually spin and tell you what's a triad, what's monochromatic, and all of that amazing good stuff. So I wanted to show you that. And the same thing we just did here, you can do with paper as well, whether it's designer series paper or cardstock or a combination thereof. Oops. Oh, good. Did not get ink on my clothes. That was a little bit of a, oops, almost bad thing. So again, this is a close-up look of what we just did, where we're layering different colors with those pinwheel flower-like things. And then, of course, this is all of the stamps stamped onto this piece of basic white with all of the sentiments and a good look at those. And I'll grab up these guys again and kind of show you a little bit again how that's going to work. All right. Let me put my little dots in the right places. So this Saturday we're doing karaoke again at the Ethos. If you're in the Pueblo area and are looking for something to do, we'd love to welcome you over there and have some fun with you. So there's the primary dies and how they can work and layer together. And literally you could still do this and just have a different color inserted in there too. There's a variety of things that you can do. And then of course our stamped imagery and our extra layer of color in the stamped imagery. And then our long die that creates the fun circle effect, which there we go. That's how it works. All right. If you have any questions, I would love to be given the opportunity to attempt to answer them for you. And of course, love to help you put in an order if you need some help with that. I do want to remind you that for the entire month of May, we have our Make and Takes, our free with purchase class. I'm going to put that host code back up on the screen. Using the Lily Pond Lane suite, I do have a video from Sunday. That little guy does not like to stay on my card. Where I assembled these with you and showed you how to do it. The make and takes are going to include all of the paper, enough embellishments to complete 2 each of 3 cards, and I'll do all the die cutting for you so you won't have to. I'll even pre-cut the the images to the right specific places. So not this one is the most straightforward cutting, but these two, there's at least 3 cuts you're going to have to do in the right places to get uh, the scene the way I have it on the card. So I will pre-do that cutting for you guys, but I will also provide you, those who get the make and takes, with a PDF tutorial with all the instructions, including how to cut, what side to cut it from, the whole 9 yards. And then, of course, on the inside, we did some little fun things on each of them with some of that designer series paper and that glimmer paper. All right. That is what I've got for you today. I will be back tomorrow. I'll look at that final bundle, which is going to be a quick one. It's the, wait a minute. It's not the final bundle. I don't think I did the Sharkies yet. And that's a bundle. So I have to find those. Obviously, they were not where I expected them to be. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow with some more showing you in depth about bundles and individual stamp sets. There's no individual dies this time, so it's all going to be just a couple more bundles and the stamp sets. So I hope you have an amazing Monday. I'm definitely having a pretty amazing week, so I'm really excited about that. This has been Harmony Stamps with Michelle. I'm Michelle Barnes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Pueblo, Colorado, and I would love to be your demonstrator. Oh, I guess I should tell you also. Don't forget about the join kit. I've talked about it every day or every time I've done a video this week in the last 7 days. And it's an amazing deal. I would love to have you on my team. And again, even if it's just as your own personal discount, even if all you do is get the starter kit and never purchase anything else, that's all good. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.